Hi, this is Jennifer Hough, and welcome to Innate Abilities. So glad that you joined us in participating in this amazing program. What you're going to watch is several videos that are about 24 innate abilities, but it's not so much an intellectual journey as it is an experiential journey. So make sure as you dive in, you breathe and you get yourself into the flow of the conversation, not from here, but from all of your body.
We're here in a powerful communion of leaders. Now you might say, come on, leader, how am I a leader? I'm not a leader. And I want to say that if you were guided, or if you were called, or if your heart said, yeah, I need to be on that innate abilities thing, get me there. If that's so, you can probably understand that there's not the majority of people would have they would be like, what? I don't understand. What other abilities? Human beings are more than what we see? I'm not sure I get that. But you're a very unique group. Not special, not hierarchically above, but the only people that I work with are people that are on the leading edge of the shift, that are, let's say, activating the possibility and creating an awakening that causes a wake. And it is that wake into which the rest of humanity will see an evolution and is witnessing an evolution. We're all witnessing an evolution. But the cool thing about being part of that heaven on earth construction crew is that we get to experience it firsthand. We get to experience it. We get to be fully present to the shifts that are going on. We get to see our evolvement in this lifetime. We get to see our evolution, where we're embodying innate abilities that have been lying dormant, like an arm that has been in a cast and it atrophies. As we wake up to the innate abilities, the encodements that have been lying dormant, you and I together, and all of the others waking up all around the world who are going to feel this class as well, are going to experience firsthand the full integration of abilities that most human beings have called special, or most people have called, witch doctory, or most people have called gifts, or that's for the gurus, or that's for the special ones, or that, all of these things. It's for everybody. And what we are doing together is there are people from all over the world in this particular program. What we are doing is we are upgrading the grid. So I want to explain a little bit more about that, a little bit more about the innate abilities, about going direct. Even I, 15 years ago, I was teaching how to talk to your angels and how to connect with your guides and all of these things. And always I had this idea in the background for myself, it seems like it's a lot of work. It seems like there's a lot of courses about this. It seems like only the special people get to do this. It seems that way. It also seems like there are huge processes to get in touch with your guides, that there's this monster interest in knowing their names, that there are very, very complicated programs out there, which I participated in 20 years ago. And there's something, I knew that it didn't have to be complicated. I knew that somehow there was an explanation for why all of this guidance, all of these manifestational realms, all of these angelic realms, for why why they were present, but also I think what's really important here to talk about is that the things that we're going to move forth into in this particular program are about going direct with consciousness. They're about going direct with consciousness. It's not about your body is separate from you. It's about being fully integrated with it. It's not about there are guides out there with names and spiritual bodies that are out there guiding you. It doesn't work that way in physics. You are your guides, but when we relate to them separately, you can't go direct. You have to have a name and a face and get all fascinated by the journey. We talk about these innate abilities like they're skills that someone else has that now, you know, someone's written a book and so, oh gosh, that's so great. We're going to practice the innate abilities that all the special people have. Well, no, actually, these encodements lie in an aspect of you. These encodements lie in an aspect of you, your multidimensional nature, dimensions and dimensions and dimensions of you contain encodements that we've always had. We've been upgraded over time, certainly. Every time there was an ice age or you saw humanity be wiped out, that's because we went through a monster upgrade to the hardware to be able to capacitate new software, as well as the software being upgraded. In other words, our ability to commune with the world was the way in which we communed with the world was upgraded. Why? Because human beings are designed to be the expression of creation that has the most intricate ability to experience heaven on earth. If the entire universe, if we were going to interpret it through as best I can to translate what I'm being shown, it would be something like, if consciousness wanted to experience a three-dimensional reality as God might, we were given the ability, we were given the encodements to have the senses and the innate abilities that are culminations of civilizations and civilizations worth of senses and abilities and encodements, all brought into this human form. And we are designed as an experiment, not really, but as a placeholder for the potential for all civilizations to be able to experience their worlds as heaven. So, I ask that you be fully present. I ask that you breathe. I ask that you fully commune here. I ask that you hear beyond your ears. I ask that you experience the journey we're about to go on together. I ask that you understand the privilege it is to have our wonderful essences pouring through these incredible vessels that have the capacity to translate encodements and potentiate and be conduits for abilities that others have called gifts, when actually it's our natural state. So my question to you is, would you be willing to own that your natural state is to be in direct communion with your guides so much so that it wouldn't even occur to you that they're separate, right? Are you willing to consider, and I love your answers, thank you. Are you willing to consider that maybe your manifestational realms are not manifestational realms, it's not something out there, but actually an aspect of you that is not about law of attraction. It certainly isn't about intention, because it really doesn't involve your mind. It's about the fact that you are creator consciousness in physical form in 3 dimensions, here to experience what it is to be creation in 3-dimensional form, not to get there someday. Are you willing to transcend the need to use the mind? I know it's a major leap for most people. Now you'll think, no, it's not a major leap. I'm all good. No, let's go. Bring it on. But I'm going to tell you, some of this stuff we're going to do, I'm going to ask you to participate in. You're going to think, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. And I'm going to say to you, listen, we're doing it. That's what going direct is. Going direct. Thanks for the I'm all ins and yeses, everyone. We're going direct. Going direct means we bypass the process. So that is the difference between this and anything else we've done, and anything else I think I've seen out there, in that we are engaging in spontaneous healing. We are engaging fully in operating as fully integrated beings, even if you're not fully integrated. I'm going to show you some pictures. We're going to do some stuff. But the reason why I'm sharing this is because no matter what, we've been operating as though we need to go through processes to get somewhere. We will definitely give some tools and some things there are to do. But the tools and things that there are to do are not in order to get somewhere. They're actually going direct with the consciousness that is you. We're going to bypass all of this. So this is like the speed course. This is like the course in awakening efficiency, for lack of a better way of saying it. It's the program. It's going to take some practice. It's going to be very different. Very different. Because we assume that you're not broken and you don't need fixing.
Thank you for watching this Innate Abilities preview video. For more information on the Innate Abilities program, please visit www.thewideawakening.com/innate.